some people say, but at least I go to church. I am always ticked, if they mark the register, I'm always there. Yeah, you are always there, but you are not an obeying child. You don't obey. James is saying, live life. Live a life of obedience, yes. So you come to church, yes. But life outside is different. What you're doing outside is so much different that you forget everything that needs to be done in church. You forget even the time you're supposed to get to church. So nothing is changing in your life. So there are people who say, you know what, I've done most of things for God, but I don't know why my life is still like this, because sometimes when we pray expecting rewards. So my life is like this, so if I pray, it's supposed to change. And then I ask God, you know what, God, I have prayed, but my life has not changed. Yeah, you were in church, you were singing all the time, we saw you in praise and worship. Yeah, you were holding the Bible, we've seen you doing all those things, but not in time, in God's time. You didn't do that in God's time. Have you ever heard of the word forgive? So God says forgive. But instead of forgiving, I avoid the person. So I'm not seeing the person, and I've told myself, I've forgiven. Yeah, you're okay in heart because you've not seen them. Because if you see them, God knows you've not forgiven. You still talk about it. When you're told to forgive, you bring up stories that this person did, and then you start feeling anger inside you. That is not forgiveness. You are avoiding the person. You are avoiding the stories. When you see the person, the stories come up. You hear the word live right. So when you're told to live right, nothing changes in your life. Your private life is very different from what God is saying. Let me say it plainly. You are managing your image. You're just managing your image, but you are not obeying God. You are avoiding the person, but you've not forgiven. So if you've not done what God has said, you are disobeying God. It doesn't matter you attend church all the time. It doesn't matter you tell yourself you are living right, but outside you do different things that are not said you're supposed to do. God is calling you to live a life of obedience. Let's all say, tell the person next, God is saying, live a life of obedience. Live a life of obedience.